Hey guys, happy Wednesday, happy team call. So this team call is a little bit different. It is totally dedicated to Super Saturday because we just came back from Super Saturday and we are all revved up and excited. So Tara and I put together a little PowerPoint. She and I are going to go back and forth a little bit, but let me share my screen real quick. Hold on just one second. Okay, there you go. Okay, so for y'all that know or don't know, Super Saturday was this last Saturday, January 9th. I attended the Dallas Super Saturday and Taryn attended the Nashville one. My leaders were Aaron O'Keefe, a Sapphire Ambassador, and Molly Orr, an Emerald Ambassador. And then Taryn's were Celeste Wynn, who is our Double Diamond, and Rosalind Payne, who is a diamond as well. So, like I said, Taryn and I are going to bounce back and forth, going over a little bit about what kind of everyone heard on Super Saturday, because it was the same message all throughout Super Saturday, but you had different trainers. So you could hear different tips and different ideas, stuff like that. So that's kind of when we want to combine these together. So first, one of the most exciting things about Super Saturday is the new Success Kits. Y'all, this was so exciting. And it was kind of funny because when you checked in, you weren't allowed to open it. They said, you're not allowed to open it until we tell you. And I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, there's diamonds inside. It's going to be so exciting. So we were all joking like, what's inside, what's inside? And there was a lot of really cool stuff. And I think the best thing, I mean, one, everyone who attended Super Saturday got one of these Success Kits. If you are a current ambassador, you can buy the Success Kit for $16.99 as of February 1st. If you sign up to be an ambassador from here forward, you're going to get one of these Success Kits. So that is awesome. For those who are already ambassadors, you know before there was like a little spiral that we got, and that was it. And this is amazing. It has thank you postcards, which are so cute. It has information, product information, stuff about the comp plan, like anything you would need to know about the business. But my favorite part, I laid out here, and I think it was almost everyone's favorite part, are these product cards. This is a sign that you're in the right company. This is a sign that they listen to us. We have such amazing leadership with Plexus that we've been asking for these, just detailed cards that we can sort through and learn about them and know the talking points about each product and how we can coach people. And here they are right in front of us, and they're incredible. They're so amazing. So that was huge. Know that again, if you want one and you did not attend Super Saturday, they are available for purchase on the online store as of February 1st. And on that, now I'll turn it over to Taryn to talk about Victor Antonio.
He was incredible. And I know Nikki posted both of his videos in Plex It Forward, and I think Sarah posted one, so we'll make sure we get those as well if anybody wants to watch them. They are fabulous. He was inspirational, hilarious, and it was just a really good reiteration of what we need to be doing. So his big one that was the pain of the same has to be greater than the pain of change to your people. When you're talking to a potential and talking to someone, it's never about price. I know we have so many obstacles or so many people saying, well, everyone just immediately asks me, what's the price? How much does it cost? It's never about the price. That is not exactly what they want. So he went into an amazing thing on you need to get to know your audience. You need to ask them questions, create a relationship with them, figure out what they are actually looking for, whether it's three things. They're looking for wealth, the business opportunity from you. They're looking for wellness. They have some health issues and they want to know if Plexus is going to help it, or they're looking for weight loss and they want to know if Plexus really works. And so you need to ask questions, communicate with them, create this relationship, and show them the value of these products, and show them that price is not an issue. This is not what they are really looking for. They are looking for a change in their life. And if they make this decision, is it worth the money that they're going to put into? So he talked about, it's not about selling, it's about sharing. And one of his biggest takeaways, sorry, I had it on another page, is that you have to really reiterate to them. If they say they don't have the money or the time or the need or something like that, you have to show them how that this will change their life. Explain to them how these products work. Explain to them the differences they will see in their health or their wellness or their weight loss, and show them that the end goal is so much more than spending some money, because it's really just not about that. So you just have to create a need, and the need for them has to be greater than a small little obstacle in their head. It was really, really powerful. He talked about creating a sense of urgency in the matter. You need to get on this now. Plexus, this is happening. This opportunity is taking off, and it's happening now. So jump on board. Let's do this together. These are ways that you can talk to potentials and help them understand it's urgent. You need to take control of your health. You need to take control, get going on your wellness plan, get off of these medications. I can help you do this. These products are amazing, and let's do this together. So I thought he was pretty incredible in telling us to create a sense of urgency and explaining to them that the pain of the same is greater than the pain of change. So those were my biggest takeaways from him. I could really talk all night, but I promise I won't.
No, I think that's awesome. And actually, for those who don't know or are fairly new to the business, Plexus in the thought process of most MLMs, of most multi-level marketing companies, they said 2015 was when they thought we, quote unquote, were at the ground floor. So
right.
People joining now are at the ground floor of a huge, huge opportunity. So yeah, sense of urgency is not an understatement. Like now
right.
is the time. There we go. So next, I was going to talk about, this was one thing that was discussed at All Super Saturdays as well, but I thought this was so cool and just a way to get your mind thinking, because sometimes the hardest part is, well, who do I contact? How do I get started? After I contact my mom, my sister, my best friend, where do I go from there? So they had a little phrase for this called the Frank contact list. Stands for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighborhood, and kid connections. So think about all those different ways that you run into people and you encounter people on a daily basis, and all those people that are in your list. And they challenged us, they gave us a minute that they said, think of all these people and write down every single name you can think of. Every single name you can think of, write it down and see how many you come up with. And there were people with like hundreds. I think I had about 50 in a minute that I was like, yep, those are all people I have not contacted. One of the things that I like to show people, this map down here, it was published by Plexus in January 2015. So it does need to be updated. We were hoping for an updated map, but it still gives you an idea of what's going on. So Texas, where I am, not Taryn, does have the most jeweled ambassadors. Jeweled ambassadors are going to be emerald, sapphire, or diamond. So there's a lot in Texas. This is as of 2015, let's say this too. But I always like looking at this map because it just made me think, who do I know in that state? Who do I know in South Dakota? I've got to know somebody in South Dakota. And I would even look through my Facebook friends and be like, surely somebody from college was from South Dakota. And I would email this map to them and say, look, I'm doing this business. I'm having great success with it. There's nobody in your state doing this business. You should be the first one doing this. So that's just another one that I want to put in there to give you guys an idea of, think of who you know by state. and who you could talk to by state, which is really cool. Another thing that we did last year that I thought was interesting that I realized during Super Saturday that I kind of wanted to share with my team. So I am very blessed to be Senior Ruby right now, about to be Emerald. And when we were working last year, and they did bring it up at Super Saturday again, it's a good gauge of thinking, okay, how many level 1s do I need to be Emerald? And then, level 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, there it goes on forth. But how many level 1s? Wholesale ambassadors or working ambassadors, working the business? Either one. The average that everyone said, according to current Emeralds, Sapphires, and Diamonds, was that you need 40. You need 40 ambassadors. And that is wholesale ambassadors too, but 40 level 1s. And so I thought to myself, and I was like, gosh, I'm about to be Emerald. And guys, I was obsessed with this number in 2015. I wrote down every single list. I checked off everything, made sure that I had my people. I made my list of 40 people, and I was working on it very, very hard. And I realized I'm about to be at that point, and I said, I wonder how many I'm close to. And I actually have 25. So I have some work to do. And it made me realize I need to go out there and find some more people. I just thought that was really interesting that you can grow in this business without hitting 40, but 40 is a great goal. Make a list of 40 people that you know, and that's a great starting point of, hey, I'm going to contact these 40 people. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with these 40 people. And then and now Taryn is going to talk about, which I love this when Taryn talks about this, the balance of life and Plexus. I think this is so great from Nashville.
This was Rosalind, who she was a full-time working mom. She worked for, I think, a marketing, like the high up in a marketing company, was huge. Like she worked 60-hour weeks. And when she was thinking of this opportunity, she was like, I work full-time, but she had some incredible ways to show that Plexus, this is such an incredible opportunity that you can fit it into the nooks and crannies of your life, and you can figure out how to balance it and how to make it thrive, and actually how to motivate and empower leaders more than people who have all the time in the world. It was just incredible. So she worked all the time, and she basically said she would pick in the very morning, she would post a Plexus post. On her lunch hour, she would post something, and in the carpool line when she was picking up her kids, she would make another post. So she made it an effort to post to Plexus, post to Facebook 3 times a day. And she had a folder of all kinds of postings and everything that she saved and things she wanted to tackle, and made sure that she rotated weight loss or gut health or inflammation or the business opportunity. Just rotate your posts, but make sure you're posting every single day. And she did it 3 times a day. Then she would, she said that she just didn't have all the time in the world to be doing all of these things that other people were. So she blocked out hours, and she said, team, this is what I've got, and this is what I can give to you. I have a lunch hour. So when I'm in lunch break, she was furiously messaging back and forth to her team. She was checking in. She was sending out emails. She was following up, and she did the 5-3-1, follow up with 5, reach out to 5 new people, follow up with 3, and train herself or someone on her team on one thing. And that means watch a short video or send a video to someone on your team or something like that. And she told them, I am not accessible. You have to find this information. If you have questions, look at these tools that we give you. We have our team pages, which has just phenomenal amount of files and information. The Plexus website. She actually said that she makes, or she doesn't make, but she really encourages every single person who signs up to join Plexus Power Tools, because it is run by a Plexus ambassador. Everything on there goes through Plexus and is compliant. You can share anything of the testimonies. You can use all of the information. It is up to date always. It's correct and valid. Tons of questions, tons of things that you can read. So Plexus Power Tools, it's $10 for the whole year. And it's just a phenomenal source of information. And she told them, you have got to find the information. I will help you as much as I possibly can, but I'm not going to be available all day long. So you've got to do this. And she said it was just incredible to watch people grow and learn and train their teams and empower them to find how to grow their business on their own. And then she set office hours in the evenings from like 8 to 10 p.m. or something. And she would follow up with people, organize herself for the next day. And her biggest thing was, you've got to get organized. You've got to have files of emails that you send out to that are, you can kind of correct, tweak, or whatever, and send out. Like, you have to have your follow-ups in order. Like, you just get an organizational system. And she said one of the biggest things is for her to set office hours and show your family and your friends respect. If you're in the middle of something with your family and somebody's messaging you about Plexus, it's really easy, she said, to be like, honey, hold on. I know it's the middle of date night, but I just really got to answer this really quick because I think I'm getting a new customer. She's like, and it's nothing puts off your family more if you can't respect them and be like, they're still going to be interested in an hour when I am ready to talk to them and I'm done having dinner with my husband or something like that. So it was just really eye-opening to time manage, get incredibly organized, and empower people on your team and grow them to be leaders. I thought it was phenomenal because she said, working 60 hours a week, I reached Diamond because I committed to just blocking my time off, and that was all that I gave to Plexus. And it was enough. It's okay. You don't have to have more than that. So it was just really cool.
That's awesome. I love that. And I love that she is Diamond and hit the rank by so often we feel like we have to just pour all of our time into this because we do feel like, oh my gosh, are they going to be interested in another hour? Yes, they are.
Yes, they will. They will still be there, and they will respect you for respecting your family time.
Exactly.
Oh, so this was amazing too. One of the biggest things, it was such an opportunity to listen to Celeste talk, just because, I mean, who is not inspired by someone who is double diamond in our company and wants to know, how did you do this? And please tell me more. So one of her biggest things was, she started off saying, who in this room thinks that I made it to double diamond purely because of social media? And we all raised our hand. I mean, we know that she's like all over Facebook. And she said, that is not true. Flat out, social media has been a huge tool for my Plexus business, but it is not how I made it to double diamond. She said, you have got to put yourself out there. You've got to be bold. You've got to get out from behind the comfort of your computer, and you've got to talk to people. She said she wears Plexus swag all the time. And I can attest to this. I was at the Children's Museum with the boys a few months ago, and I had my Plexus t-shirt on, and another mom actually walked up to me, a gal, and she was like, hey, I've seen a bunch of my friends posting about Plexus. Like, I just haven't asked. So you do it? Can you tell me about it? And I was like, yes, oh my gosh. And I gave her, I asked for her email so that I could told her I was going to send her some information, and that way I could get her contact information. I gave her my business card, and I gave her a packet of Slim, and I said, I've sent you some stuff. I'll follow up with you, and if you want to chat some more, I would love to. So you just never know when people are going to ask you. I know she talked about, she always wears Plexus swag. She always hands her business card out to anyone and everyone. And the biggest thing she said is, she just approaches people. She's like, friend, we are friends. This stuff is amazing. You need to do this. You need to get on this. I know you're tired. Stop being tired. I have found something that I'm not tired anymore. So let's do this. Let's get you going on Plexus. And just be genuine and be bold, because these are our friends and family, and they trust us, but they have to hear our heart. So when you're hiding behind your computer and just messaging people, or just putting Facebook posts and waiting for people to respond to you, it can come across so differently than when you pick up the phone, or you send a voice message on the little messenger, or when you just do something where people hear you and your true self coming out. And It's just really convicting, and it's really inspiring and fun because they realize, oh, that's right, my friend Taryn, of course. I mean, she does seem really happy and more energetic. So yeah, why wouldn't I try this? That's silly. And she is plugged into so many other media as well as Facebook. She does Twitter, she does Periscope, she does YouTube, she does all kinds of things. So she just really talked about making yourself Plexus, because there are a lot of your friends who still have never heard of Plexus, and you are the only representation that they have seen of it. So you need to be aware of what you are presenting to them. So it should be your normal fun self, and just be passionate and show them how much fun you're having with this business and how much fun you're having with these products and how they have just really changed your life, and join asking them to do it together. So I think those were some of the biggest things about her, was being bold and stepping away from behind the computer screen.
Molly Orr brought up a really good one that I wanted to share too, that it's similar on the topic of branding yourself. I thought this was brilliant, and I hadn't thought of this as a way to do things. She said, you go check out at a store, they always ask you now for your email address. Always. Why? Because they want to put you on a mailing list. Of course, because that is how they're getting more business. So when someone says, can I have your email address, she simply hands them her Plexus business card. And she said, my email address is on my card, and gives it to them. And when they go to hand it back, she says, no, you keep that. She said, if you ever have any questions or ever need some information about it, just give me a call or shoot me an email. And she said she's gotten a lot of responses that way. That it's not aggressive. It's just, hey, I sell Plexus. There's my card. There you go. And it's not a long conversation either. It's super easy. So I thought that was a cute little one, an easy one.
Yeah, I know Rosalind talked about, she has a keychain, and so when she pulls her rewards card out on her keychain to scan it, and when she pulls her keys out and stuff. Oh, and another one Rosalind talked about, I think her children are in some kind of, they do plays, like they're in this group, and they have a different round of plays, so it's a different round of parents and children for every production. And so she literally goes to all their things that they have where the parents are invited and practices and stuff, and she wears a Plexus shirt every single time. And she never talks about Plexus. She just talks to moms, gets to know other people as a normal friend would. And she's like, by a few times that I'm there and we've had conversations about all kinds of stuff, and they always see my Plexus shirts and see me, and I'm just a normal person, and I'm not badgering them. She's like, you'd be amazed at how many times they bring up Plexus, and I get them on board with me, because we need to show people that we are normal people. We want to be friends with you. You don't have to be awkward when you bring up Plexus, but if you just brand yourself, you'd be amazed, because people are always watching you and looking at you. So I thought that was pretty cool too.
That's awesome. So another thing they talked about was your elevator pitch. This is something that is talked about in a ton of businesses, that you should be able to give a 20 to 40 second pitch about what it is that you do, or what it is that you're selling, or what it is you're sharing. You should be able to do that. For some of us, this is really easy. Me, I like to say I can talk to a doorknob, so it doesn't really bother me. But I actually did a training in my day job, which I call my temp job, that I thought was really, really great about the elevator speech. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It does take some work, and I do want to reiterate, your elevator speech should come across incredibly natural. But if you're not comfortable talking about it right now, you need to practice. You need to practice until it becomes natural. When you're practicing, you'll almost kind of giggle the first time you say it, that you're like, oh my gosh, I just gave my 30-second speech, and I said it word for word, but it comes across natural because you've done it before. So here's the exercise I want y'all to do. Find your go-to product. I know Plexus Slim is our go-to, our mother of all products, that it's the pink drink, but maybe that's not your top product. Maybe it's not. Maybe you're all about X Factor, the daily vitamin. Maybe you're all about Probio 5, the probiotic. Whatever it is, find out what your go-to product is, because that passion is going to come through when you're talking. So write down mine, for example, I did the Plexus Slim. Step one is I want you to write down everything you know about Plexus Slim. Don't think about it, pen to paper. That is the best way to do this, pen to paper. Write down everything you know about Plexus Slim and read it aloud, timing yourself. So let's say you got about 2 minutes. Let's say you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes, then we'll dial down from there, minute by minute. But for this example, let's say you got 2 minutes that you're talking about all the ingredients, you're talking about blood pressure, you're talking about glucose level balance, all these things. You're so excited. Now take that information and I want you to edit it. Edit it down to what you think will be about a minute. It's the same as like when you go to submit something or submit a review and you type it out thinking, oh my gosh, I have this wonderful review and they're going to want to know all this information. And then you go to click submit and they're like, must be under 200 characters. And you're like, oh, how am I going to dial it down? That's what you're doing. You're dialing it down. So edit it down to 1 minute, say it out loud, say it at a minute, and then edit it down to about 30 seconds. Practice, practice, practice that 30 seconds. Realize that these details that we know that make us so good at this business, because we're dealing with people's health and we want to know all the ins and outs of everything, though that's information for a sit-down conversation with someone or a one-on-one conversation. It's not information for someone just asking you about Plexus. So I gave this example at the bottom, and I tried to be kind of harsh at the potential, because I know sometimes people are like, oh, what is that? So I said the potential. I see your shirt. What is that Plexus stuff? I see it everywhere. You say, oh, it's awesome. It's a line of health supplements that help with energy, digestion, chronic pain, and even weight loss. My favorite is the Plexus Slim. I just drink it in the morning for all-day energy and controlled cravings. I love it. Boom. That's it. That's what I say. I think that was actually about 10 seconds. And if they say, and then another really, really important thing to remember, then stop talking and wait for the response. You do not need diarrhea of the mouth of Plexus. I know we get so excited because we know so much about it, but just stop talking and let them respond. Hear their response. Most likely they're going to say, oh, I never have energy all day, or yeah, I crave sugar like there's no tomorrow. Then you say, actually, what this does is it helps balance your glucose levels. That's why it works, that it balances for all-day energy. You don't have these highs and lows of your glucose. So then you're getting a little more detail. But that first sentence to someone needs to be real quick. I always tell people my favorite one when someone's just like, what is Plexus? What's Plexus Slim? Oh, it's a pink drink. I drink it in the morning. It's awesome. I feel great all day. I've lost 17 pounds. It's great. Boom. That's all you have to say. And people are going to be like, why do you have energy and why did you lose weight? All super, super easy. Oh, and Taryn, about blocking rejections. I kind of liked this picture. It made me laugh.
I love it. That's greatness. I know we have discussed in some other things too, like using the Plexus Shield of Confidence and blocking objections. The biggest thing you can do, they talked about, and Victor talked about too, I'm pretty sure, is bringing up an objection before the other person has a chance, so that you don't have an opportunity to become defensive about our products. You are confident. The ball is in your court and you are the one presenting and talking, and it doesn't give them an open door to put a negativity out there for us. So you present from a place of strength, and some of the things they said were really easy to say, where you can say, talk about your Plexus and you're having this conversation going. You can say, some people think it's kind of expensive, but I mean, we have a 60-day money back guarantee, so you're really not out any money. Or some people think it's kind of expensive, but I ended up saving money every month because I completely was able to cut out my Diet Dr. Pepper habit and stop buying so much junk food. And really, I was kind of shocked that ended up really quickly on our grocery bills. So it's easy to have some things in your head to overcome obstacles before someone else throws it in your face and you're stumbling of how do I answer that? What do I say? Oh my gosh, okay, what are they're trying to say? Or some people are like, yeah, I don't have time for network marketing. I'm not into that. And you can be talking about this opportunity with someone and they're kind of like, I don't know. And you can say, there's a lot of network marketing opportunities out there, but I absolutely love Plexus and this business because you can work it into the tiniest nooks and crannies of your life. We have the most successful and amazing people who do this with just 15 minutes a day. And that's all it takes. And it's because it's just about sharing. I absolutely love it. I love that it's not something that consumes my life because it's true. You can do this in just 15 minutes a day. It's all what you put into it and how much you put into it. So blocking objections is a big one. I guess a good thing to do would be write a list of your most common things that people say to you when you feel defensive and intimidated, and think of a way to overcome that and bring it up before and just bring it up in your conversation so that you have the power and it flows and people don't even get it in their head and they realize, oh, I didn't think about it that way. Of course. I mean, I do spend a lot of money on diet sodas and I do spend a lot of money going through the fast food line at lunch hour. And I really would like to stop that. Or I do have some time in the evenings or when the kids take a nap I guess I could. I'm already on Facebook. Why not make a post? So it's just really, really helpful to overcome these before people give an opportunity to get defensive. So.
I would say my favorite thing, we talked about this last week, that when someone says they don't have time for network marketing, I usually don't even kind of mention what they said. I just ask them what good shows they've been watching lately. If they've seen what good TV shows they're watching, they're like, oh, well, on Monday night I watched this, and on Tuesday night I watched this, and I'm like, what if you just cut out one of those shows? Or what if you just recorded one of those shows and watched it later? And just gave 15 days to this business. You would be shocked at how far you can go in this organization.
Yes. Or if I showed you a way to make X amount of dollars a month by just recording or DVRing that show, I mean, what would you think to that? Like, it's just, there's ways that you can talk to people to open their eyes before they, I love that one, Amanda. That's good. I'm actually going to use that one.
I always watch too much TV.
I know. It's so bad.
So this one was interesting. It was really interesting in Dallas because this was mentioned and it was like half and half for the room of who thought a business Facebook page was a good idea and who thought it was not a good idea. So since this is our team call, I am going to give you my opinion, and Tara and I agree on this, that a business page is a bad idea. When I say that, I know a lot of you just went and clicked and go, didn't you have a business page not too long ago? Yeah, I kind of forgot that I had one. So I'm making the announcement tonight. But the business page, I'm actually going to transfer all of that to our team page. So all that information is on our team page. And I'll tell you why I kind of love that I forgot that I had a business page. Because it was something that we tackled for a little bit. Like, this is a brand new business. It's a newer organization. And so we're all learning and we're all trying new things. And for a while, we thought, well, we'll have the business page so that in the personal page, people don't get overloaded with Plexus stuff. That thought process is okay. But when you think of, I want you to think about it in two different ways. A personal page, you're networking to, or I'm sorry, a personal page, you are networking to a huge crowd of people. This huge crowd of people. A business page, you have to add select friends to that business page and they can take themselves away. So really, in a business page, it's like you're telling someone a secret. And it's like you're keeping this a secret and saying like, oh my gosh, did you know we have probiotics? It's like, no, you should be yelling, oh my gosh, we have the best probiotic on the market. Everyone should be taking this. So who would you rather speak to? Just your one close friend or this entire crowd of people and help this entire crowd of people? That's what you want to think about. The business page is a good idea if you use it for, like, say, a special event or something like that you're doing an online event on Facebook, just that you're saying this is a 3-day or a 7-day event that we're just talking about Plexus. everyone can tune in and they know it's for that set period of time. That's when those are really, really good. For daily posts, no, don't do that. If you are having concerns about, yeah, but I want to protect my family, I don't want my kids to, be blasted out there, well, then don't put your kids on Facebook, first of all, because that's going to be blasted out there. But then just, keep your family stuff separate if you want. I know I was the same way that I remember when I started off saying, well, I really love Facebook. Like, I loved Facebook way before Plexus. But I was like, this is my family stuff, and I want to keep my family stuff. Well, as I grew in the business and as I grew with the products, Plexus is a part of our family. Plexus has completely changed my life and my health of that, and mine and my husband's, that this is our life. This is who we are, and that's who I'm putting out there. So if you have a business page, let's talk about it. Let's see if maybe you're posting there and not getting as big of a response as you'd like to, that you could be getting on your personal page. Or, if it's to each their own, what you want to do. This is your business. That's the beauty of Plexus. This is your business on how you want to do it. I can tell you from my experience and my personal opinion that the personal page is the way to go. Do everything on your personal page. And it's my formal announcement that by the end of the week, my business page will be shut down. So that being said,
I say too, it's kind of awkward. I did the business page and I forgot I had one too at the beginning. And it's so strange because to get people into your business page, you either have to ask them if you can add them, or you need to just add them without asking them. And either way, it comes across they know nothing about Plexus, and they're like, well, why do you want me in this Plexus group? Are you just trying to sell something to me? They don't know anything about these products yet. They don't know how it's changed you, your health, your life, your finances. They know nothing. So it's kind of just right up from the beginning, it doesn't really allow them all the information, and they can easily unfollow your business page, where they're not going to as easily unfollow your personal page because they still want to know what's going on in your life, which is also another reason you should always continue to post your personal stuff. Do not just make your personal page only Plexus, because I promise that's not going to go over well either. But so it really gets around that awkwardness, and me being really insecure and terrified to start this business and share Plexus on my personal page, completely understand the nerve-wracking idea of making posts about Plexus, but it has been wonderful. And it's so much fun to see the people that you care about, that you had no idea they struggle with things, and they reach out to you. So you just reach so many more people, and you are allowed to educate people, because you never know who is reading something without that awkward, can I add you to my Plexus page? Or I've added you, you didn't know until now because you're getting Plexus posts, and they're like, what's going on? This is so weird and not like Taryn. So that was kind of my perception, and I realized at the beginning, like, that wasn't my best idea, but you live and learn.
Hey, that's what it's all about, living and learning. And so, like I said, this is your personal business. You may take our advice, you may not, whatever you choose to do. But and
we support you.
Our business pages are being shut down.
Totally.
So what is next? What is next in this amazing world of Plexus? I want you to think about your business. What's your game plan? I want you to write out the Frank list, the friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighborhood, and kids connections. Write out those people. You will be shocked. I always kind of tell people, if they want to write 100 people down, they're like, oh, I don't even know 100 people. I'm like, really? When you were planning your wedding or your birthday party, you didn't find out you had too many people on your guest list? And they're like, oh, I do know 100 people. You're like, yes, it's easy to find 100 people. So get yourself a list of everyone you know, and have that list down and reach out to those people. Think about why you want to contact them. Did they, is it something as simple as, hey, I know you probably think I'm crazy. I just decided to join Plexus. I'm kind of excited about it though. It seems like a great opportunity. Do you want to do this with me? I think this could be really fun for us to do together. Or it could be, hey, I know we were talking about you're still suffering from those migraines, I started selling Plexus, and they have this triplex combo that's supposed to help with migraines. It's the 60-day money-back guarantee. Do you want to give it a 2-month trial and see if that works? Anything like that, or type 1 diabetics, type 2 diabetics, people with IBS, anything like that, that you could reach out to someone. Do not reach out to anybody about weight loss. I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Do not reach out to someone and say, I bet you need to lose weight. Don't do that. That's not nice.
Unless they've said over and over to you again, I just can't get these 30 pounds off.
Unless like, they told you, I need to lose weight. Do never reach out to a stranger and tell them to lose weight. We always joke about that one.
Always use energy. That's what I always say.
Energy. So, who is on your Frank list? I want you to write our Frank list. I want you to think, and this is something that we've done, which I think is so important. I am huge on pen to paper. Pen to paper gets stuff done. It gets stuff in your head. It gets you gold. It gets things going. I want you to look at your calendar and look at the different ranks in Plexus on where you are and where you want to go, and where you think you will hit each month. What rank you will hit what month. So some ranks take maybe a month to get there. Some ranks take 3 or 4 months to get there. That's totally fine. But what rank? If you have any questions, or you're like, I'm looking at my calendar, I have no idea. I have no idea how long it's going to take for me to hit gold or senior gold. Talk to your upline. They will work with you and say, all right, January is almost done. February, we can do this. March, let's do this. Da, 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 da. We will map it out. But have that down. I did this last year, and I will say I had to update it, because once I had to update it because I ranked too fast, and then another time I had to update it because I didn't rank fast enough. So, but that's fine. It's good to have that goal there of like, okay, I'm going to do this by this month. I'm going to do this by this month. That is how you get a game plan together and decide where you're going in this business. You don't just want to be, lollygagging around going crazy. And today, most of you probably got, everyone should have gotten, if you didn't, check your back office, but you should have gotten an email about convention contest. Yay. Guys, this is so freaking exciting. So for those of you who don't know, convention this year, it is in June. It's always in June, and it is in Las Vegas. Oh my goodness gracious. We're talking like 40,000 Plexus people are hitting Las Vegas in June. It is going to be incredible. So every time when we have convention, there's a convention contest. So you get points in the contest. Keep in mind, for those newbies, talk to your upline. Don't get overwhelmed. This does not have anything to do with the way we get paid. We get paid 11 different ways. This contest is strictly a contest. It's just points for fun. But you get points for when you add people to your team. You get points when you have a new preferred or retail customer, which is awesome. And then you get points for how much you sell each month for your PV. Those points, and they're in the email how they're tying those points, can get you to win, enter to win VIP access, a $100 registration voucher. So pretty much your registration is free so it's free for you to go to convention, or winner's dinner, which is like a big fancy dinner, a $300 travel voucher. So that'll pay for a plane ticket. The black tie gala. Who played Taryn? I'm drawing a blank right now.
It was Kenny Rogers last year, but it's Vegas.
Kenny G.
Kenny G. I'm sorry.
Kenny G. Yeah. Kenny Rogers. Kenny G played last year at the black tie gala. Like, you're eating dinner, and Kenny G is right behind you with his saxophone. And like at Leaders Retreat, Jewel sang for all of us. But I mean, the things that Plexus does to reward their ambassadors and how much they, like, again, these are gifts they're giving on top of paying us. Like, it's amazing. And then you can also win a $3,000 check just for fun, just for doing what you're doing anyway and making money on what you're doing. And then the top prize is a luxury jewelry platter of a Rolex or some diamond earrings. I mean, hello. On top of getting paid for all that stuff. So this contest, it runs January through May 14th, or January 1st through May 14th. You don't have to keep track of your own points. You'll get emails from Plexus that says you're at this many points, you're at this many points. They're accurate, they're always right, so it's totally fine. But that is what we're getting excited about. this is, I know we all have our personal whys. This is a fun why to get excited for June or for January through April, because this is why you want to get that list of 100 people. This is why you want to get your game plan together, because this is fun. I mean, it's just so much fun. And you're going to be going to convention with all your new friends and probably a lot of family members too. So it's going to be pretty awesome. With that being said, that is our recap for Dallas and Nashville Super Saturday. So if you guys have any questions, just so you know, Sarah Taylor from Team Taylor is going to be doing a recap of Super Saturday as well, and I'm pretty sure we are going to post this video to YouTube, and the link will be there as well. So it's kind of cool. She's going to give her take that she went to Houston, and then the rest of us who went other places are going to post our takes. So you can watch those videos and really get a lot of information. What did other people learn in Super Saturday? It's pretty cool. So if you guys have any questions or anything, Taryn, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, it was awesome. And convention is going to be amazing. I did not get to go last year, but I'm so excited. It just didn't work out. But I know I was a newbie, and I still was able to earn some prizes even though I wasn't able to go. And they released a new product, and they gave everybody a bottle of it, and it's just amazing. So really, really strive for some fun stuff in convention and get there, because it's going to grow your business, meeting those convention points as well, because that all helps impact your business, and it's just going to be so much fun and full of a lot. And it's Vegas. I want us all to be in Vegas together, so let's do it.
Yeah, Taryn, that's a great point. Newbies, these contests are attainable. It happens all the time that people are brand new and they're walking away with that $3,000 check. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So, guys, thank you so much for listening and for watching. And have a great week next week. If you have any questions or you need anything, feel free to contact me or Taryn, or post it in the team page, whichever is easiest. And thank you so much. Powered by Y'all have a good night.